Hello everyone, welcome to another video. Well, actually, I haven't posted in a long time, but I'm gonna start posting again on this YouTube channel. Today, we're going to do a Ron DeSantis versus Kamala Harris in the 2024 prediction. We'll just start out right now. Ron DeSantis versus Kamala Harris. So yeah. This one's going to be very different than the 2020 election, of course. It's going to be much closer, I can tell you that. Ron DeSantis, Donald Trump, if he even won the primary for the 2024 president, I don't think he would win. So I'm not going to do a prediction for him. I might do a prediction for Donald Trump and Joe Biden, maybe, versus Joe Biden and Donald Trump, or I'll do a prediction, Donald Trump versus Kamala Harris for 2024. But today we're going to do Ron DeSantis versus Kamala Harris. Okay, so let's start out with the safe Democratic states for Kamala Harris. She'll win Washington, Oregon, California, obviously. Also, states this is 2024 map. States have lost electoral votes, so it might be a little bit different. Texas has 40, they had 38, and California lost 1, and then some other states lost some electoral votes as well. Let's go to some more safe blue states for Kamala Harris. She'll win Massachusetts, Rhode Island, Connecticut, New Jersey, Delaware, and Maryland, and D.C. No surprise. We go down to the middle of the country. Donald Trump, I'm so used to saying Donald Trump. Ron DeSantis will carry North Dakota, South Dakota, Kansas, and Oklahoma, and the state of Nebraska. We are going to leave the Nebraska 2nd District out of this, and we'll go over it in a little bit here once we fill out some more states. And then Montana, Idaho, Wyoming, safe red states for Ron DeSantis. We're going to leave... So we're gonna leave Iowa in the lean margin for Ron DeSantis. Lean margin for Ron DeSantis in Iowa, and I think we can safely project that Ron DeSantis will safely win Missouri. But let's move on to some more states here. Kentucky, Tennessee, West Virginia, obviously going Ron DeSantis, and Mississippi, Alabama, Arkansas, and Indiana. Let's see, Alabama going into Ron DeSantis' column, and South Carolina. So as we fill out these states, I'm gonna do more battleground states here in a second once we fill out these safe states. Let me see if there's any more safe states like Colorado. I think that could be in the likely column, but I'm gonna put it in the safe column right now. New Mexico, I'm going to put that in the likely column. The reason why I'm putting in the likely column, Donald Trump did a little bit better. New Mexico really, it used to be voted Republican for George Bush both times in both elections. Donald Trump, he doesn't really have a chance here. He didn't really have a chance here in 2020, but they took a while to call it. This state has been trending blue, so I'm going to put it in the likely column for Kamala Harris. I'm sorry if I said Joe Biden earlier for these East Coast states. I'm just still stuck on the 2020 election for some reason. But anyways, let's talk about the state of Illinois. That's obviously going for Kamala Harris, and then Hawaii. So this is where we get... and Virginia is going for Kamala Harris as well. So this is where we get to the more battleground states, the more closer states, you would say. Let me show you. So this Pennsylvania, Michigan, Wisconsin, that's what's going to come down to in the 2024 election. It always comes down to these states, in these states. Michigan, Wisconsin, Pennsylvania. It mostly comes down to those states at the end of the night, or at the end of the day. And I think it's going to come down to Georgia as well, in the 2024 election, and Arizona. So those are the states that we're going to fill out for, like, major battlegrounds that are going to be very close. But right now, the Electoral College is at 128 for Ron DeSantis and 208 for Kamala Harris. So let's go to the state of Maine. Maine, I think Kamala Harris can win the whole state of Maine, and then I'm going to give Maine's 2nd district to Ron DeSantis by a likely or lean margin. So we go to the state of Ohio. I think Ohio, to be honest, I think it's going more Republican. I don't think it's because of Donald Trump. It might be, but, you know, I think it will stick in the likely column for Ron DeSantis in the state of Ohio. And then in North Carolina, I think I think Ron DeSantis, you know what, this one's very hard. But I think Ron DeSantis will barely carry the state of North Carolina. So huge win for Ron DeSantis. Right now, Ron DeSantis is at 162 to Kamala Harris's 212. Let me just go ahead and back this up for you. Okay, 162 to 212. So, moving on to the state of Nevada. Nevada, I think Kamala Harris can barely win that state. I was looking at it, I said 2020 was actually pretty close in Nevada. So, you know, I think Ron DeSantis, in my opinion, could do better with the Hispanic vote. And that might be able to flip Nevada, but it's not, in my opinion. So, in Texas, this is huge. Ron DeSantis will win the state of Texas by a lean margin. It is not going to go to the Democrats. I don't think he'll go to the Democrats in 2024. It might not even go to them in 2028. I know Texas is moving blue, but, you know, it's just Texas was a very red state, and it's going to be a while till it turns blue. If it does turn blue. So, and then the state of Florida is, I'm going to say it's likely. Yes, I just said Florida is likely to go to Ron DeSantis because he is the governor of the state of Florida. So, next state we're going to talk about is Minnesota. I think Kamala Harris can win the state of Minnesota by a lean margin. Pretty comfortable margin in the state of Minnesota for Kamala Harris. You know, it is moving red. People said it's moving red, but not in this election. I think it would be more closer than Joe Biden and Donald Trump, though. But in the state of New Hampshire, I think that's going to go lean blue for the Democrat Kamala Harris. So, and then Alaska, I'm actually going to put Alaska in the likely column. Usually, I would put Alaska into the safe margin, but you know, I think Alaska is getting closer. So I'm going to put Alaska as likely. But this is where we get to the very, very crucial states for both candidates: Arizona, Georgia, Pennsylvania, Michigan, and Wisconsin. I want to go to the state of Georgia first. This is probably going to be one of the closest states. Here's what I think. Let's go and mark it off because we're about to call it. I don't want to. There, Alabama, you stay red. There you go. So, I think Ron DeSantis can carry the state of Georgia by 0.1 or 0.2%. So, I'm going to put it in the tilt column. This is a flip. Joe Biden won the state of Georgia for maybe because of a lot of reasons. There was a lot of riots and, you know, BLM and just because of Trump's handling of the pandemic, oh my gosh, I can't say it, COVID-19, because of his dealing in COVID-19 Georgia. I think there's a lot of reasons why these states flipped. But some of it not even entirely Trump's fault. But in the state of Pennsylvania, I think Kamala Harris can barely win it tonight. I think she's going to win it by a point. Let me think about this. I've thought about it a lot. I think she's going to win it maybe by 1.1 or 0.6. That's just what I'm saying. So we round that up, it's 1 point. So about 1 percentage point to 0.5%. I think Kamala Harris would hold on to that state barely. But in the state of Michigan, I think Kamala Harris can win here as well. This brings her at 266 to Ron DeSantis 251. Now, how can Ron DeSantis win? Well, it's quite simple. Win Arizona and flip Wisconsin. Flip both. Flip Arizona, flip Wisconsin. But, you know, I just don't know if Ron DeSantis can flip the state of Arizona. I think it's going to be close, but I think Ron DeSantis is barely going to flip the state of Arizona just by thousands of votes in the state of Arizona. It's going to be really close to the state of Arizona. But Ron DeSantis will win the state of Arizona barely. In the state of Wisconsin, this one will be maybe even more closer. And I think Ron DeSantis will pick up the state of Arizona. So, that means that he has won 272 up here at the top of your screen, 272 if you can see it, and then 266 for Kamala Harris. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. This is pretty accurate, just according to history of the state and polling. Not much polling, obviously, but, you know, it's just a prediction. We'll see who the Republican nominee is, and we'll see if Joe Biden even runs in 2024. But if he does, that could leave this map very different. So, hope you guys enjoyed. See y'all later in the next video.